Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
So, as a people, do we seek the Bible for solutions to help us?
Yeah.
You said we do.
Well, the wise ones will seek the literature or something that they can read to get smarter or get the answers, but not all people know. We don't read like we're supposed to.
We don't. We don't read the Bible like we're supposed to. Do we apply the Bible?
Not like we're supposed to.
Not like we're supposed to. So then what's going to help us get better if we're not applying the solution that God gave? Because you agreed it's not weed. You even agreed at your own mouth. It's not weed that helps us. Would you agree, sis?
Good.
It's not weed that helps us, is it?
It is natural.
It's got to be what then? The Word of God.
That's right.
And the only way to really get better is to understand the purpose and the role that we have.
That's right.
What's your nationality?
Black.
So you're black. Okay, what do you say? You say you don't know. Hey, my sister. So we've been dealing with our sister. What's your nationality? You said, oh, dang. She said African American. But you see how we had three different answers? Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3.
Bring it out!
We got to understand, we have three different answers, but we are the same people.
Right.
That don't sound crazy to you? But if I ask an Indian dude, he says, oh, I'm Indian. I'm from India. And again, this just goes back into how we have to know who we are so we can better ourselves as a community, because we're not going to do it. We're not going to be able to grow without that.
Hey, let me say this real quick. About smoking weed and everything else. Give me Psalms 82 and 6. Watch this.
Bring it
Psalms
out.
82 and 6, and then give me Deuteronomy 28:43. Deuteronomy 28:43. I'm going to go into why we smoke weed or get drunk or do all these other type of drugs and stuff. It's a condition. It's not. We don't just do it just to do it. There's a reason behind it. Watch this. Read.
Psalms chapter 82 and verse 6.
Come on.
I have said, ye are God.
You're what?
Ye are God.
Hey, listen, God said, young man, you're a God. You're a God. You're a God. God don't poison their body.
Right.
You're supposed to be above all people. God's walk around with what? With power. Power over their own mind, over their own body. I can control what I do.
Right.
I don't have to get high to feel better about myself. I feel good about myself because God said what?
I have said, ye are God.
You are a God. Walk around with some power.
Right.
Understand what you got. Read.
And all of you are children of the Most High.
You're the children of the Most High. God that created this earth for us, we walking around getting high and getting drunk.
Right.
We're supposed to walk around like, no, God is our God. We don't need to get high. We don't need to get drunk. We don't need to have all this foolishness in our body. We are God's. Let that sink in. Read it again.
I have said, ye are God.
Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 43. We are God's. He created us to have power on this earth. But we fell in this condition. Why do we fall in this condition? Watch. Look at this. This is why we get high.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 43.
Come on.
The stranger that is within thee.
You know what a stranger is? A stranger is somebody who shouldn't be around you. They're a stranger. This is our world right here. God created this for us. You know what the stranger is? The so-called white man. Other nations. Those are the strangers, the ones that enslaved us, that put us in this condition.
Right.
Those strangers that did this to us, right? Watch this.
Shall get up above thee very high.
Those strangers, they own everything. They have the best of houses, the best of foods, the best of everything in this world. The strangers got. And because they're so high, what happened?
And thou shalt come down very low.
What happens when you are in a low estate? You can't find a job.
Right.
You can't find your place to live.
Bring it out.
What happened? I need something to mask the pain that I'm in. So let me get high so I can just get this off my mind for a little bit.
Right.
But then when you wake up, what happened? You still ain't got no damn place to live. You still ain't got no job. You still got the worst food. You still got liquor stores on every corner.
Right.
And you still got these so-called churches on every corner that don't do a damn thing
Right.
but collect tithes and offerings from
Right.
it. So because you're in that condition, let me just get high to get my mind off of it one more time. Read it again.
The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
And when somebody's above you, you always see another nation. I got to go to another nation for food, for water, for housing, for medical, for anything I want. I got to go to another nation. I can't go to my brother and get something.
Bring it
I
up.
got to go somewhere else. So when I see somebody else above me all the time, that puts me in what?
And thou shalt come down very low.
You get in the lower state. That's why we do that. But you got to understand there's a war for you. They trying to destroy you.
Right.
They trying to destroy you with weed. They trying to destroy you with abortion clinics damn near everywhere in the hood, right?
Right.
They trying to poison you with the food that's in our community.
Right.
We don't have whole foods and healthy stuff like that in our community. We got junk, we got crap, we got garbage.
Right.
We have to deal with that every day. We got single parents, we talked about that. And then this young man right here, right? He says he wants to play sports. That's a new thing right now. That's something new that they gave us as listen, go after this football, go after this basketball, go after this baseball. Why? You can get paid. You can get your mom out the hood.
Right.
But you know, very few of us even make it that high.
Right.
But I'm going to show you where that started from. Go to 2 Maccabees. 2 Maccabees, watch this, watch this. We're going to learn something today. Matter of fact, give me 1 Maccabees 1:1. I'm going to teach y'all a little bit of history.
I gotta
Listen, that bus can, you got a bike, you good, bro. Listen to this. This is your history. We're going to talk about sports real quick. This is your history. Watch this. Read. 1:1.
1 Maccabees chapter 1, verse 1.
Come on.
And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes,
So he was king of the Persian Medes. Watch this.
that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece.
So this is when Greece came into power, right? So now Greece is a superpower. So translation, it's like today, America's a superpower, right? Nobody has a stronger military. Nobody had better weapons than America. So now Greece got power.
Right.
All right? Read. Watch this. Watch this. It's important.
And made many wars, and won many strongholds, and slew the kings of the earth.
So they took out everybody. So now everybody's under the Greeks' rule. Now watch this. 2 Maccabees 4:11. Now watch this. We're going to talk about this for a second. Watch this. Watch this. It's very, very important. Listen, sis. This is very, very important. I'm going to show you some history that's still going on today. That's happening today. Watch this. Verse 11.
2 Maccabees chapter 4, verse 11. And the royal privileges.
Now listen. This is your history. This is why we're in the condition that we're in. Watch.
And the royal privileges granted of special favor to the Jews.
Wait. So the Jews, which is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are the Jews, the children of Israel. There were special privileges given to them. Let's see who got the special privileges. Read.
By means of John, the father of Eupolemus, who went ambassador to Rome for amnesty and aid. He took away and put down the governments which were according to the law. He brought up new customs against the law.
So there's new customs that came up against the laws that God gave us. New customs. Let's see what some of those new customs were. Come on.
For he built gladly a place of exercise.
Oh, wait a minute. What did he build? He built what?
A place of exercise.
Those places of exercise when we started playing sports. Those are your coliseums, right? Your amphitheaters, your all the places where we play sports at. Where do the Lakers play at? They used to play at the Great Western Forum. Now they play where? Staples Center. Where does UCLA, where does USC play at? Don't they have the Coliseum in LA, right? Right? So what did he build? One more time.
For he built gladly a place of exercise.
Watch this.
Under the tower itself. And brought the chief young men.
So they took the young men like you that said, hey, you know what? You can get out of this condition if you're good at this. Watch what they have to be good at. Watch this.
Under his subjection. And made them wear a hat.
Oh, what happens when you get drafted? What happens when you get drafted by a team? What's the first thing they put on you? Property of me now. You're property of the Lakers. You're property of the Raiders. You're property of the Dodgers. Whoever you get drafted to, they made them do what?
Wear a hat.
Hey, bro, you old enough to know. When you get drafted, what's the first thing they put on you?
The jersey.
As soon as you put that hat on, you know that, bro.
Oh, yeah.
They hand you a jersey, too.
Yeah.
But what's the first thing you see them get their name called, that hat comes on. That's who I belong to now, right? You signed a contract, I belong to them. Watch this. It don't stop there, watch.
Now such was the height of Greek fashion.
That wasn't even our fashion. That was their fashion. That was the height of Greek fashion. You're not Greek. We're not Greek. Read.
An increase of heathenish manners.
Heathenish manners. You know, originally, sis, when they played sports, they did it naked, nude. Read.
Through the exceeding profaneness of Jason, that ungodly wretch.
It was a profane thing to see two men wrestling around naked, rumbling around, tumbling around, trying to go after a ball or throw the discus or something. That's profane. That's nasty. Read on. But do you want to get out of the condition that you in? Do you want to get out the ghetto? Well, listen, put this hat on and wrestle that man naked right there. Then you can get a position with us. Read.
That the priests had no courage to serve anymore at the altar.
Because our priests, we are gods, they're no longer acting like priests now. They're like, hey, give me that hat. Can I get a position now? I get to get this, I get to get that. Everybody look at me as a star or a hero. I'm famous. Read.
But despising the temple.
What do? We started despising the temple. That's why we don't know today's a Sabbath day. It doesn't mean nothing to us. Today's just Saturday. I can go shopping. I can go do what I want to do. I can travel. Let me do what I want to do. We don't even know today's a Sabbath day. It's a holy day. This is the day the Lord set aside and consecrated. Listen, this is my day of rest. He commanded all of us to rest on the Sabbath day. We don't even know it. Read.
And neglecting the sacrifices, hastening to be partakers of the unlawful allowance.
So now we become partakers, meaning we willingly say, you know what? Forget the Sabbath day. That's when the tournament is on. That's when the Final Four is, right? That's when the Sweet 16, all the different sports teams come on. Let me go ahead and do that. So we forget the fact that it's a Sabbath day. Hey, bro, get that flyer, read that flyer, know your history, man. Time for you to step up, man up like us. And wake up the rest of your brothers and sisters, all right? So we can get out of this hell. Read.
In the place of exercise, after the game of discus.
Now listen, sis, you see that? You see what's going on in the Bible? We was forced to play sports. Now we willingly do it. We'll break our bodies in half. Now the officer asked the question, how long does the average person stay in NFL? 3 years or less. Before they either get cut, hurt, or just not good enough, whatever. Right? So few even make it that far. But we willing to destroy our bodies just so we can get to put a hat on and run around and catch a ball. Now I'm not sitting there act like I never did that. I did that too, but guess what? Once you know better, the old saying is, once you know better, you what? You do better. So once I learned it, I said, listen, I'm not destroying my body for this. Read.
Not setting by the honors of their fathers.
We had honor. It's an honor being God's chosen people. That's an honor. You know how honorable that is? You got every nation trying to be us. You got people in Israel trying to be us. They're not really Israelites. Nowhere in the Bible can you see a white Jew in the Bible. Nowhere.
That's right.
They stole our history. Read.
But liking the glory of the Grecians best of all.
We don't want to learn about the Bible. We want to learn about how to throw that football. How to catch that ball. How to hit that home run. Right? How to dribble that ball. Listen, I got moves like Kyrie Irving now. That's what we care about. We don't care about the honor that we have of this Bible was written for us and by us. This Bible was written by Israelites. That's the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We wrote this Bible. God gave us the word and we wrote it down. For our children to know who they are. But we don't follow that no more. We rather follow the traditions of the Grecians, which translation is the traditions of the Americans today. Read.
By reason whereof sore calamity came upon them, for they had them to be their enemies and avengers, whose customs they followed so earnestly.
You see that? We gave up all our customs to follow another nation customs. Give me Jeremiah 17. We followed their customs instead of our customs. You know we got customs too, sis? You know we got customs? You know what customs is and heritage is? Customs and heritage is things that your nation did that you hand down to generation to generation. All right? So that's what customs and heritage is. That goes along with what holy days to celebrate, what you can and cannot eat, how and how not to dress, so forth and so on. Watch this. Listen. Jeremiah 17, I think 9. Heritage, right?
Bring it out! Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4.
Okay, watch this.
And thou,
hey sis, watch this.
And thou, even thyself.
So the Lord saying, thou, even thyself, because we think, hey, I got a job, I got my own place, I'm good. No, it ain't that bad. No. The Lord is saying, watch this.
shall discontinue from thine heritage.
You know, we have a heritage. We discontinued from it. We don't know what days to celebrate. That's why a lot of our people out here on the Sabbath day don't even know it's a Sabbath day.
Right.
To them, it's just Saturday. They don't even know. Watch this.
That I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
The Lord said he gave us a heritage, and because we said, no, we don't want that. We like the glory of the Grecians, or the white man, or the Asian man, or any other man that's not us. We like what they're doing best of all. Right. We don't want to follow this. We want to follow after other gods. Read.
In the land which thou knowest not.
And we in a land that we didn't know this land. We're not from here.
Right.
The Lord put us here because we broke his commandments. I'm going to show you something. Give me Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Bring it out. Watch this. Listen. You know what's heavy about this, sis? Is I'm going to show you a custom and a heritage that we have that we today break. A lot of us break today. Watch this. Listen to this. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5.
Give me the second part of the scripture.
Yes, sir.
Watch this, sis.
Neither
Listen. Sis, listen to this. Watch this. Here's a custom and a heritage that we have that we break today. Watch this.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Oh, the Lord said men should not put on a woman's garment. What's a woman's garment? A dress? The skirt, right? So now, if your son said to you, hey, Mom, when we go school shopping for this year, I want you to buy me skirts and dresses and stuff, you know, and blouses and everything. How you going to take that? What you going to say? Hell no, because that belongs to what? That belongs to women.
Right.
So the Lord is saying, read it one more time.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination.
The Lord said that's an abomination. You know what abomination is? Something the Lord hates.
Right.
He hates that thing. Abomination. Imagine the worst food you could eat. Somebody make you eat that. You make you want to throw up because I don't like that. Whatever it is. Right? Like for me, that's mayonnaise. I can't stand mayonnaise or sour cream. If somebody put that on my food, it made me want to throw up. It's an abomination to me. All right? That's to me. The Lord saying a man putting on a dress is an abomination to him.
Right.
You know who does that? Who does that today? Who puts on those dresses? Can you name anybody that you know put on dresses as a man?
Bring it
Can't
out.
name nobody? Have you ever heard of Tyler Perry?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Does he put on a dress?
Yes.
For a living, don't he?
Yes.
The Lord said that's an abomination to him. He hates that
That's
thing.
right.
Who else put on a dress? Who hasn't? Right? Who's seen Big Mama's House?
Right.
What did Eddie Murphy have on in that movie? No, that wasn't Eddie Murphy. That was Martin Lawrence, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. But what about, have you seen The Clumps? Nutty Professor?
Yes.
Eddie Murphy was in that movie. He played every character in there. What did he wear when he was dressed up as the women and stuff? Remember he was saying Hercules. Remember that scene? What did he have on? He have on a dress, right? All right. So we got plenty of examples of our so-called leaders, right? Wearing dresses. But now, sis, is that a good thing in God's eyes? It's a bad thing in God's eyes, right? Watch this. Now, I started at the middle of the verse. Let's go to the top of that verse. Watch this.
The woman.
Now we're talking about the woman because there's certain things that men shouldn't wear. It's an abomination to God. Watch this.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So now the Lord says, now I got a dress code for the men, but I got a dress code for women too.
Right.
And he says the woman shall not wear what?
That which pertaineth unto a man.
So what clothing, if we've established that dresses and skirts belong to women, what clothing belongs to men that women shouldn't wear? Say what?
Tuxedo.
Now, I'm in my 40s and I never wore a tuxedo in my life. Have you? Have you? Okay. So let's talk about the clothes that men wear consistently, right? That women shouldn't wear. I tell you what. Since you, let me help jog your memory. If we go right over there, right? There's a bathroom over there. There's a men's and women's bathroom. How do I know the difference between the men's and women's restroom?
Bring it out.
What's on the sign? So how do you know the men's was from the women? What does the woman have on as a symbol for that bathroom?
The woman has a dress on.
And what does the men have on?
Nothing.
No, they have something on. They have pants on.
Right.
Right. So pants is what pertains to men.
That's right.
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word